a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
That was superb, Arisen. Must be put out ere our comrade. Burns. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
You looking for a fight? What?
I'll go and open the chest. It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future.
Use me as your foothold to soar to greater heights. my protection. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. I knew you would prevail.
Much better than the beats of the previous life.
We are none of us alike in vocation. Our respective abilities are unique as well. I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths. A formidable foe. I hope we have not met our match.
If we attack it head on, we are doomed to defeat.
Over here. I am attentive and loyal and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
The way forward is unclear. How are we to proceed? Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance? It's no need to go the long way round, when a shorter route is readily available. Follow me, Master. Then I shall remain by your side. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your...
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strat... You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid. Shall we discuss tactics now, or...
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness. Is that a statue I espy, over yonder?
We ought to take a closer look.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms!
I am well aware of the particulars.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire! Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. Overpowering our foes simpler. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. Leave an opening. Focus your attacks. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Understood. Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid? Would you mind coming over here?
It is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Frey, follow me.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
The villagers' stares are as sharp as daggers. What is their intent, I wonder?
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day. So you say, but you... Do it again. Look at that full face.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple... Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir. Ah, you must be the As you like, sir.
This is the inn. Of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again. A fine place to collect my things.
The on-path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned. How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the map.
Well met, sir.
I'm not interested.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among... You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my... Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and...
Oh, you've a sharp eye. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes. Not mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's... But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side. Can't offer you any help, though. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz.
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that? Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? We have arrived. There's something down there. Is it safe to descend?
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found?
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you.
'Tis strangely quiet hereabouts. Where are our foes lurking?
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I fear I've not.
What you need of me?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I've things.
Well met, sir. How might I be of...
What brings you here?
What brings you here?
If you're curious,
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Always a pleasure.
A common reward. Frustratingly so. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as...
What brings you here?
Yeah? What is it?
Nothing you about. You the outsider? Come on, follow me.
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms.
Let me get that.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken... Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
I warn you, I'm not easily impressed.
This is the end, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Scared the life out of me.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of servant? Rarely a good
We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here.
What brings you here?
Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it with...
You're here.
Not half bad!
I'll not take that from you.
This won't do.
You're the one then? Fine.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched...
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They all are.
Hail, friend. I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy... I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week with no one slave. Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your trip. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see.
Over here, if you would. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
I can't complain, really.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute... but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till... And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry. A clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So, the false sovereign operates... at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my
The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
I'm not sure we're making any progress here. We might want to remind ourselves of the particulars of our task.
Welcome. Well met.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? A chance. Do come again. Look as long as you please. On all sides.
Well met, sir.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down. I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands. Which reminds me, I owe you. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
A crime committed here will see one